Everyone says the Great Pyramid was a tomb.
Then where is the body?
No mummy, no burial texts, no inscriptions.
So what was it built for?
And here's another question. Why are most of its chambers still closed to the public? And one question few people ever ask. Is it possible they believed a soul could move on, not into the afterlife,
But into a new life.
a child? Born at the moment a king died.
Reborn, not buried.
The Great Pyramid of Giza. Everyone assumes it's history's most elaborate tomb, but what if that massive structure was actually an ancient machine designed for something far more extraordinary?
Well, that's quite a statement. What makes you challenge such an established historical view?
Here's the thing that keeps bugging me. In all our years of studying the Great Pyramid, we've never found a mummy inside. Not one single body in what's supposedly the world's most impressive tomb.
Now that you mention it, that does seem rather odd for an Egyptian burial site.
And get this, every other Egyptian tomb is absolutely covered in hieroglyphs and burial texts. But the Great Pyramid? Completely blank. Not a single inscription about the afterlife.
So you're saying the most important tomb for the most important pharaoh had no decorations at all?
Exactly. And here's something else that's pretty wild. Most of the chambers in the pyramid are still closed to the public. They've been explored, sure, but they remain off-limits. Why maintain that level of secrecy?
Oh wow, I actually didn't know that. What's the official explanation?
Well, they claim it's for preservation, but, here's the thing. We can preserve and display much more delicate artifacts. Something doesn't add up.
So what's your theory about what's really going on here?
Okay, so hear me out. What if the Great Pyramid wasn't about death at all? What if it was designed as a sophisticated machine for transferring consciousness from a dying pharaoh directly into a newborn child?
That's quite a leap from traditional archaeology.
I know it sounds wild, but look at the evidence. The pyramid maintains a constant internal temperature of exactly 20 degrees Celsius, regardless of outside conditions. Modern science can't explain how.
You know, speaking of unexplained features, I've read that the pyramid can actually concentrate electromagnetic energy in its chambers.
Exactly. And the precision of its construction is just mind-blowing. It's aligned to true north with an accuracy of 0.15 degrees. That's better than most modern buildings can achieve.
The engineering aspects are fascinating. Didn't they use specific materials in particular chambers too?
Yes. The granite used in the king's chamber has unique properties. It resonates at specific frequencies and can conduct certain types of energy. That's not a random choice of building material.
But wouldn't a consciousness transfer require perfect timing? How would they know when a pharaoh was going to die?
That's where those mysterious air shafts come in. They're precisely aligned with specific stars that were sacred to the Egyptians. Maybe they were waiting for certain astronomical alignments.
So you're suggesting this massive structure might be some kind of ancient technology we don't understand?
Think about it. We still can't explain how they built it. We can't replicate those perfectly fitted stone joints. We can't even move blocks that size with modern equipment.
That's true. And the mathematical precision is pretty extraordinary for something that was supposedly just a fancy grave.
And here's another thing. The ancient Egyptians were incredibly practical people. Everything they built had a specific purpose. Why put this much engineering into something that was just going to be sealed up?
The amount of astronomical and mathematical knowledge built into it does seem excessive for a tomb.
You know what really gets me? We're so quick to dismiss ancient knowledge just because it doesn't fit our modern understanding. But these people built something that stood for over 4,500 years.
And still has features we can't explain with modern science. That's pretty humbling when you think about it.
Maybe those closed chambers contain evidence that would completely change our understanding of ancient Egyptian capabilities. That would certainly explain why they're kept hidden.
Well, this conversation has definitely given me a new perspective on those tourist photos of the pyramids.
That's all I'm hoping for, that people will start looking at this incredible structure with fresh eyes and asking different questions. Maybe then we'll finally understand what it was really built for.